Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, we're going to be analyzing the QQQ, Nasdaq, and examining how the recent news and market events have impacted the price action. We'll be looking at the 1-day, 1-hour, and 15-minute charts to identify key trends, support and resistance levels, and potential price levels to watch for. Our goal is to help you understand the current market sentiment and make informed trading decisions based on the data. Let's start with the latest news affecting the Nasdaq. Recent headlines indicate that the Dow Jones and S&P 500 have reached record highs, driven by the Federal Reserve's recent rate cut. This move has sparked a rally in the market, with investors anticipating a soft landing for the U.S. economy. However, some experts remain cautious, highlighting the potential for volatility and cautioning against jumping to conclusions. The Nasdaq, a technology-heavy index, has also been influenced by the Fed's decision. Tech stocks like Alphabet, Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Tesla, and Nvidia have seen significant gains, reflecting investor optimism. The housing market is also experiencing positive momentum, with lower mortgage rates and increasing inventory supporting the sector. However, the combination of scarce inventory, escalating prices, and elevated rates continues to weigh on housing sales activity. The labor market remains strong, with initial jobless claims falling to their lowest level since May. Sales of existing homes dropped in August, but economists remain optimistic about the housing market's future prospects. Now, let's dive into the chart data and see if we can find any correlations between the news and the price action. Looking at the 1-day chart, we can observe a clear upward trend in the Nasdaq over the past several months. This trend appears to be supported by the Fed's recent rate cut, which has boosted investor confidence and fueled the rally. We can also identify a significant resistance level at around 485, which has capped the Nasdaq's upside movement. This resistance level suggests that there may be a limited amount of buying pressure in the market. However, the Nasdaq has shown resilience, bouncing back from dips and continuing its upward climb. This resilience suggests that there is still a strong bullish sentiment driving the market. We can also see a potential support level at around 475, where the Nasdaq has found support in the past. This support level indicates that there may be a higher concentration of buy orders at this price point. If the Nasdaq breaks below this support level, it could signal a potential shift in market sentiment and a reversal of the upward trend. To get a closer look at the recent price action, let's switch to the 1-hour chart. Zooming in on the past week, we can see that the Nasdaq has been consolidating between 480 and 485, hinting at a potential range-bound trading pattern. The consolidation suggests that the market is hesitant to make a decisive move in either direction. However, we can see that the Nasdaq has been pushing higher throughout the day, suggesting a potential breakout above the upper end of the consolidation range. This breakout could lead to a further rally in the Nasdaq, potentially targeting the resistance level at around 485. On the other hand, if the Nasdaq fails to break out and drops below the lower end of the consolidation range, it could signal a potential pullback. This pullback could bring the Nasdaq down to the support level at around 475, which has acted as a key support level in the past. Overall, the 1-hour chart suggests that the Nasdaq is currently in a state of indecision, but there is a potential for a breakout on the upside. We will need to watch the price action closely over the next few hours to determine the direction of the market. Switching back to the daily chart, we can see that the Nasdaq has been trading within a channel, with the upper boundary of the channel acting as resistance and the lower boundary acting as support. This channel pattern suggests that the Nasdaq is likely to continue to trade within this range. The Nasdaq has recently tested the upper boundary of the channel, indicating that there is still some buying pressure in the market. However, the Nasdaq has also been rejected at the upper boundary, suggesting that the bulls may be running out of steam. If the Nasdaq breaks above the upper boundary of the channel, it could signal a bullish breakout and a continuation of the upward trend. On the other hand, if the Nasdaq breaks below the lower boundary of the channel, it could signal a bearish breakout and a reversal of the upward trend. The daily chart provides a broader perspective on the Nasdaq's price action and highlights the potential for both bullish and bearish scenarios. For a closer look at the very short-term price action, let's switch to the 15-minute chart. Focusing on the recent hour, we can see that the Nasdaq has been moving sideways with a slight upward bias. This sideways movement suggests that the market is indecisive, with neither the bulls nor the bears in control. The Nasdaq has formed a series of higher highs and higher lows, indicating that the bullish momentum may be gaining traction. However, the Nasdaq has also been rejected at the resistance level at around 476, suggesting that there may be some selling pressure in the market. If the Nasdaq breaks above the resistance level, it could signal a bullish breakout and a further rally. On the other hand, if the Nasdaq breaks below the support level at around 473, it could signal a bearish breakout and a potential pullback. The 15-minute chart provides an extremely granular view of the Nasdaq's price action and highlights the importance of watching the price action closely to identify potential trading opportunities. To summarize, the Nasdaq is currently trading in a volatile market environment, with recent news events driving the price action. The Fed's rate cut has boosted investor confidence and fueled a rally in the market. However, there are still some concerns about the potential for volatility. The Nasdaq has been trending upwards over the past several months, but it has encountered resistance at around 485. The 1-hour chart suggests a potential breakout on the upside, but the Nasdaq has also been consolidating in a range between 480 and 485. The daily chart highlights a potential for both bullish and bearish breakouts from the current channel pattern. The 15-minute chart provides a very short-term perspective and shows a potential for a breakout on the upside, but also the possibility of a pullback. In the short term, the Nasdaq is likely to continue to trade in a volatile range between 475 and 485. The Nasdaq is currently facing resistance at 485 and support at 475. The Nasdaq is likely to remain range-bound in the short term, but a breakout above 485 or below 475 could trigger a more decisive move. It's essential to monitor the price action closely over the next few hours and days to identify any potential shifts in market sentiment and determine the direction of the market.